Hello and welcome to Building an Hour, the show where you watch
Hello.
us.
Hello,
Okay, yes,
Chris.
hello. Sorry, I was doing an intro then.
Sorry,
Hello, hello,
we
hello, you
interrupted your
too.
jingle.
Yes,
Start over.
you,
Start over.
you interrupted my pitch, my wonderful start to show.
Okay,
I was
let's.
talking to the audience first before I spoke to you. I apologise. I'll get back to you two later. Let me talk to my audience. Hello and welcome to Building an Hour, the podcast where we build comedy in front of your eyes. Okay, this is a public episode. Remember, we also have episodes on Patreon. We have followers now on Patreon. So do get onto Patreon and watch our private episodes where we talk about our personal material that we're putting into our hours. This is a public episode where we're going to take news items, things that are happening in the world, and turn them into hilarious stand-up comedy right in front of you within the next 40 minutes or so. Unbelievable. How are you doing with you?
No, I'm doing very, very well, Chris. It is unbelievable. It's been a nice week. It's good to be with you guys again. So we have one. How many? We just have Patreon people. Should we only one, two, three? Should we keep that for us? Yes, let's keep that
How
for
many
us.
there is exactly? Yeah,
There is
That will
Patreon. There
depend
is.
when they watch. It'll depend when they're watching this episode. You know?
That's true. They are growing fast. They are Patreon signers.
We
They're
should
growing
give
fast.
them a specific shout out on the Patreon episode of like, hello. You know.
Yeah, and thank you for joining.
Will do,
Okay,
yes.
okay. We'll do that on the Patreon episode because, as Colman just reminded me, this is the public one. So, yes. What do we
Yes.
have for in today, Chris?
Oh, do you having a good time? You good? You having a good week?
Yes, yes. The baby is growing fast. Oh, she's wearing like 6 month baby clothes. So she just turned 2 months, and she's wearing 6 month. She's a fucking mutant, and she's huge. Chris, you were kind enough to give me a baby clothes for like 6 months. She's wearing that now. She's huge. So yeah, that's fun.
Chris, why did you have 6-month-old baby clothes?
Well,
Well,
you know,
I-
it's a little hobby of mine.
I'm hoping it wasn't secondhand. I think it was like he bought it, But
No, they weren't new. We bought
Alright,
them as a
okay.
present. It was a gift.
I'm hoping it wasn't
We
secondhand.
do
because-
I
have.
thought Chris had some fucking, he tried a trip to fucking Portugal about fucking 20 odd years ago or something.
No.
We do
No,
have
they were-
stuff. I mean, we do have stuff stored from our kids that clothes that they don't want to throw away or Pilar doesn't want to throw away. So we have got stuff stored, you know,
That you are.
cupboard.
You,
So we
you
got
can't
like,
wait to give
baby
away.
clothes.
The sentimental stuff that Pilar doesn't want to throw, you can't wait to give to someone else. Yeah.
Oh my God, what's this? So yeah, so we got
Colman,
that. And Colman,
Colman.
you've been busy, no?
Yeah, Colman, you've been busy. Tell us about how busy you've been, Colman.
I've been so busy. I've been crazy busy. No, so I'm like kind of splitting my time between, for those maybe who were watching don't know, I'm splitting my time between Barcelona and Dublin. But when I'm in Dublin, it means like I'm doing comedy workshops in schools, but like I'm doing and like they take up a lot of energy, and I'm driving all over the country doing them. So I'm busy with that. But then, sorry, in Ireland as well, myself and my co-writer Mikey, we were pitching a TV show at this TV festival in Galway, or this TV event. It was like a day and a half event, and we won, and there was producers from like, have you heard of the Traitors, that TV
Yes.
show, the Traitors?
Yes.
Oh yeah, big fans here.
I am a massive fan of that show. Have you watched? No,
Actually,
we could
don't
talk
spoil
Traitors
it.
now for a while.
Don't spoil it because Coleman, I've heard about the show, but you helped me up, hooking me up with some of the seasons, and I've just finished season 2. Just finished season 2.
That's
Like,
right. I
hours,
hooked you.
a couple of
That's
hours
right.
ago. It's amazing.
Were-
Don't spoil it for me, please.
Were you
The
delighted with that
UK or
particular
Ireland
website?
or which one are you watching?
I was delighted with that site. Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
What did
Which
you
one
say,
are you
Chris?
watching, Mauricio? Which one are you
Traitors,
watching?
Scotland with Alan Cummings.
Oh, you're watching the US version.
No, with Alan Cummings in Scotland.
Yes, yeah, that's the US
actually
one. They're all set
that's
in
actually
Scotland.
the US series.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm watching that one.
That's
So
not even the best series. The best
which,
series.
Which one?
I genuinely, personally think that the Irish season 1 is the best series of the Traitors.
Okay,
and
okay,
then maybe UK season 1 after that.
Okay.
Those are like There's like, they're so good. They're
So Alan Cummings is not even the third one. Okay. Nice.
The US one, I feel like they're always like, because they're all kind of half celebrities on that show.
Yes.
That they're all kind of too media trained, and they're like, I want to catch them, but I'm not devastated. When it's regular people, they're fucking devastated when they don't when they do or don't catch a traitor. It's like there's tears. They're really upset.
They need the money because they have sick kids at home. Oh, that's so funny. I'm gonna see that. I want to see that devastation. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But the producers of the Irish Traitors and a few other the biggest shows on Irish television were there. Myself and Mikey pitched along with Dave Atkinson, and we won. And now we've like meetings, or we have the contact details for a whole bunch of producers and commissioners. The commissioners of Channel 4 were there, and we got their contact details. So we've emailed them our pitch deck for the show, and we have a meeting. So we have a few meetings lined up. We have a meeting. What day is today? Wednesday. We have a meeting on Friday with some producers here in Ireland, and I guess it's weird though, because you're like, because we haven't encountered, we've made stuff before, but this is the furthest inroads we've gotten with any of producers or commissioners. I mean, you know what I mean? So we're also sort of like trying to feel our way out. We're trying to be as honest as we can, but trying to also be like, okay, so what should we be doing now? What are we meant to be doing? But winning that, because we came first, it's a nice thing on an email subject line of winners of this particular pitch. I think then people are like, oh fuck, okay, so let's read who these people are. So I think it gets past that initial scan of an email, because I'm sure they get tons of fucking emails. But
I won when I was young. I won a craft fair making a chair out of pegs. And I tend to put that on my email as well.
That
chair out of what?
Clothes pegs. So I tend to put it on my emails. I start with that as well.
I don't think you've ever emailed me that, Chris.
I don't think you're capable. I don't think you're capable of making a chair with anything.
This is true. Well, I got highly recommended, or so highly commended, or so.
Okay.
But other than that, I'm busy. I do feel like I'm cranky, which I'm trying to amend, and I feel like I've maybe even the two lads here have had to put up my crankiness a little bit. But I'm busy. I'm ran ragged a little bit, certainly for these few weeks in Ireland. But they're kind of exciting, but they're sort of draining as well at the same time. But no, they're not draining. They're exciting, but there's a lot going on in this exact moment in time.
Well, congratulations, Colman. Don't forget about us when you're famous.
No, what I want this to continue, so that then when hopefully something happens, I'm like, hey, have you seen this show?
That's nice.
I genuinely,
I want you to succeed for the same reasons. Yeah.
Yes.
I genuinely thoroughly enjoy making this with you. I really do, as much I genuinely do. So I would love if if and when something happens, it'd be great if that was able to bring some spotlight to this thing, to this and to going places.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
And Chris, you had a cold.
I had a cold and I went to the dentist. That's my week.
Well,
I had a corporate gig. I had a corporate gig the other day, so I was doing
the pair of you.
Beauty.
Both had a corporate gig.
No, it was me. It was me and someone else.
Oh, is it the Spanish?
No, only Chris. Yeah, only Chris.
Yeah.
He went with his Spanish Mauricio, which is called Gabby.
I went to Spanish Mauricio and
what was the corporate gig?
Talk about beauty. It's
because I think this is interesting. This is
company.
kind of a part of stand-up. Oh, sorry. Go on.
It's a shop on a very posh street in Barcelona, and they sell beauty treatments and products, but high end. So they sell a machine which looks a bit like a Satisfyer, but it's for the face. And that's about €3,000.
Wow.
And then they sell gold masks. You have a treatment where they put gold masks on your face, and that was like 8,000.
Wait, so what are you doing there?
Yes, why did they
We're doing
choose
this little
you?
comedy show.
Watch what can happen to your face.
Okay. They chose me. They
If you don't get
contacted
this
me.
treatment,
I
you could turn
pitched.
into this old man doing comedy.
Look,
wait,
look
wait.
what
Are you doing
can
comedy
become.
in the store or was it?
Yeah, no, this
or
was a one-off gig. One-off gig for the staff. It was like a staff day. They had
okay.
staff training, and they wanted to finish the day with something fun, so they hired us to do a bit of comedy.
How long were you hired for?
It was just like it was 40 minutes, 20 minutes set each. We did.
Can I ask? And you don't have to answer, but I am curious. How much?
This was because it was a small company. This was only It was €500. It wasn't a big
Fuck,
one.
but that's not bad. Do you know what?
It's
For
not
like
bad
a 20-minute
for
set, that's
40.
$250 each. That's fucking great going.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you,
Did you do your-
It was
how
fun.
much did you
It was
make?
fun.
A minute?
Like that's
Yeah. Good, Chris. Good for you. Congratulations.
Yeah, when you think that how much it is, good. It's good. I mean,
you
know,
made
we
10
did.
euro
We had to
a
do
minute,
some
right?
prep.
Oh no, you made about 15 euro a minute. On wait. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, we had to do some prep. We had to prepare some jokes just for that. But yeah. No, it's good. It's good money. It's good
I'm
money.
actually going to move my phone so that I'm looking maybe slightly to this. Oh wait, what way will? Because I'm trying to think. I'll be in the top left-hand corner. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But that's pretty fucking cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was fun. I just did stuff about. Yeah, I go past this shop all the time. No one's ever stopped me. That was the first joke. Why have you never stopped me trying to sell me beauty treatments?
How many
That
people
was
were
my week.
there?
Anyway, it was about 20 people. So that in a little
Employees,
flat
yeah.
that they rent a flat above the shop and do their staff training. So
Fuck,
It was fun.
fair play.
was
Yeah, fair. How often do you get a corporate gig like that?
not very often. Maybe if we get one every 3 months. Maybe it depends. Sometimes you get a couple in a row. Sometimes you don't get any for ages. But they're nice when they come along.
Yeah, fair play. Jesus, fair play. Fuck,
So yeah, it was fun.
Anyway,
So yes, that was my week. So anyway, let's get into the stuff. Let's get into the meat of the subject. Of
the meat and greet.
topic. This week, we've got some different topics. Colman's been busy with winning competitions, so I don't think he has a set thing this week. But
No,
Mauricio, you did.
I did my,
What did you do this week?
how do you call it? Hurricane? My hurricane stuff?
Hurricane.
My hurricane stuff. I did my hurricane stuff. It went well. We can see that video if you want. And then we can, I follow your advice, Chris, on the things you should do during an earthquake. And I think it went well.
Okay, so let's watch that. So watch that first.
Okay.
will I
share that
set a
with us?
timer of 15 minutes? You want to kind of? I think that 15 minutes is kind of a nice sort of thing to kind of keep
It's
things
good,
in order.
it's
So
good.
I'll set a timer of
Yeah.
15.
Perfect.
Kicking off
Perfect.
now.
So wait, I should share my screen, right?
Yep. Now
This
with
is-
the time's ticking. Come on.
wait, just please. Oh God.
And we're going.
I almost have it. It's okay. We don't have to do the whole 15. I got it here.
I'm looking
Well,
forward to
'cause-
watching this because I haven't. Wait, actually, we should probably say as well to people we were missing last week just because Chris was sick and I was busy. So yeah, and blah 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 blah. But I'm really looking forward to watching this.
Buscar, okay. Earthquakes. Oh, this should be a video. But just a second, guys. I'm so sorry. Podcast files, okay. Building an hour. Last
When
episode.
you go into the
Public.
Where did you do the gig? Actually, I'm curious. Was it in secret?
No. I want to vary a little bit. It was on El Rincón Catalá is the name. Wait, sorry. It's El Rincón Catalá, which is a place where they do jokes and beers, hosted by my good friend. What do I want to say here, Chris? Oh, shit. Come on, man. Give me a name. Chris.
Savannah, no?
Silvano, my good friend Silvano. Yeah. Jokes and beer, hosted by Silvano and Joel. Wait, let me share my screen just a second, guys. Oh, sorry, guys. Should I share the screen on Zoom or in the Zoom call, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't know how else you're planning to do it.
Man, god damn it. Okay, just a second.
This is all fixed. This is all set up, eh? Just for the viewers to know, Mauricio is a tech crack, and he plays this role
Compartir.
for
Yeah, I got it.
for your
Compartir
amusement.
pantalla and also sonido. Compartir con sonido. You always forget to do that, Chris. Okay, let me know if you're seeing my pantalla.
I'm seeing. Yes, I'm
Okay.
seeing this. Yes.
Oh, shit, but now let me see this. God damn it.
Okay.
Okay,
Be
here we
careful.
go.
Because we're seeing
I just
all
saw
your
your
screen.
emails saying 4,470.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Do you think there's gonna be a
That's-
problem at some point?
No. I try and keep my
No. It's like 4.470. I don't use Gmail. I use my old Hotmail. I open Gmail for this, and this is spam, I guess.
if you
All from Pornhub.
delete the penis extension emails, it'll go down to about 40. So it's
Well,
fine.
but I'm gonna miss the promotions then. Okay.
All right.
Should I put play? Time is ticking.
Yeah.
Okay. This is what we discussed last time, guys.
Actually,
I
hold on,
hope-
one sec. I'm just gonna open up something just to take notes. If I want to take notes, just so I can say them to you.
The shot is not the best shot, but there was a decent audience there. I guess like maybe 30 people, 25.
One sec. Building an hour. 4, 3, 2, 6. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Okay, there I go.
I'm 26 years old and this is my face. He will fuck you up. Yeah. Oh yeah. Anyway, did you guys get there was some strong winds happening in Barcelona lately? Did you get the alarm on your phone? I think we were overreacting a little bit, you know, like there's strong winds. Who gives a fuck, really? Like I just want to talk about fucking hurricanes, man. I don't give a fuck about hurricanes. Who dies from a hurricane? You know, like if there's a hurricane, go somewhere else. You know, what you are seeing the news. The hurricanes are in the news for 4 days. You know, like they have names. You have time to put a name on a hurricane. This is not a natural disaster, guys. Maybe it's natural, but the disaster part, that's on us. You know, just go somewhere else. No, I really hate fucking hurricanes. I'm more of an earthquake guy. You know, my Latinos friends, you know, you come from earthquake place. You Europeans, you don't know it, but a fucking earthquake, unpredictable. Ooh. Just thinking about it gives me an anal twitch. You know, unpredictable. You cannot put a name on an earthquake, okay? If you have to put a name on an earthquake, every fucking earthquake we would go, oh my God, what the fuck, Jesus Christ, not again, Helen, it's a big one, get the kids. You can't put a fucking name on an earthquake, believe me. Hurricanes you will see on the news for a week. Oh, look at it. They grow so fast. Only yesterday it was a tropical storm. I know. He's telling us exactly where he's gonna go. Let's tell people to evacuate and let's call him Lucas. What is this, a natural disaster or a fucking gender reveal party? Give me a break. Fucking hurricanes, not natural disaster. Earthquakes, much better. You gotta put a name on an earthquake. And also, if you have to name an earthquake, I've already said it, oh my God, what the fuck, Jesus Christ, not again, Helen is the big one, get the kids. That wouldn't work for the news. Could you imagine a journalist saying, more news. Major destruction in Lima, Peru after the country was hit by earthquake, but earthquake, oh my God, what the fuck, Jesus Christ, not again, Helen, it's a big one, get the kids. Stay tuned, more after the break. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I fucked that joke up. God damn it, this is a hard one. But earthquakes are much better than hurricanes, man. Like, we cannot even agree on what fucking advice to give, you know, because we never know what's gonna happen. Sometimes the earth moves like this, and you have some advice. Sometimes it moves like this, and there's different advice. And sometimes it goes, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, and you're fucked. We don't know what to do, man. They will tell you to stay away from the buildings, but close to a door. Doesn't make any sense. Go outside, but under a table. They will tell you to stay away from utility lines, sinkholes, manholes, gas, fuel, and electricity lines. So if you live in the city, you're fucked. Unless you can float like the Virgin Mary, you're fucked. What else would they tell you? it's bullshit, man. Have you ever seen a journalist keeping cool during an earthquake on live TV? No, you haven't. It can't happen. It's impossible, you know. Well, of course, at the beginning they try to look cool, you know. Oh, we seem to be experiencing a little tremor. Yeah, but as soon as it starts shaking for real, you can see the real colors, you know. They're always looking up to those fucking 500-pound lights, you know, like, stay calm, stay calm. Helen, get the kids. They want to run away from the table, but they are tied with the cables, you know. Johnny, get this off of me. I don't know, journalists, bullshit. That's how badass earthquakes are, you know. They will ruin the news for you. Fucking hurricanes, give me a break, man. Have you seen the movie The Wizard of Oz? It's bullshit movie also. But what takes Dorothy to the land of Oz? A tornado or a hurricane for the purposes of the set. A fucking hurricane. Tornado, come on, it's the same shit. It's winds, tropical storms. So, oh my God, there's a hurricane or a tornado on the way. Toto, get ready. We're gonna have a wonderful adventure in the land of Oz. Bullshit, man. If it was an earthquake that hit Kansas, Dorothy would be fucking dead. It would have been a much shorter movie. Well, Dorothy is dead, but for different reasons. It's a long time ago. Toto is dead too. I'm sorry. Yeah, if it was an earthquake, much quicker movie, you know. I fucking love earthquakes, man. I fucking love earthquakes. Unpredictable. It's like turbulence, but you're not even on a plane. Oh my God. So, yeah. A tornado will take you to the land of Oz. An earthquake will take you to higher ground. But guess what? Now there's a tsunami on the way. That's how badass earthquakes are. 2 disasters for the price of 1. The earthquake will go like, what? There are survivors? Fuck that. Release the giant waves. Let's get that city underwater. Anyway, guys, you've been amazing. That's my time. Give it up for Silvano.
The legendary Mauricio. That's my good friend Silvano over there. Yeah.
I was about to say, your best friend. Your best friend.
Yeah. I was all over the place with that. I had some problems with the order, but I guess it's good for the purpose of the podcast. I want to keep trying it. I think I can polish it more.
I think
when it's going well,
fun.
I could see you suffering now on watching it back because I could tell you were doing wrong bit. You were doing the bits about the
name
news report in different places all over the place.
Yeah, I ruined that joke. I said
it was good.
I really don't enjoy
you said
watching
the name
myself.
3 times.
Yeah, and none of them landed. None of them landed. You're supposed to say 2 and very specifically tied together, not 3 whenever you want. But I've noticed I don't enjoy watching myself, even if I'm doing great, which if I'm doing great, this is not the case. It's never as good as you thought it was. But okay, yeah, that was my hurricane beat.
Well, but it was a solid set. It's a solid set for something that's reasonably new. I think it's very solid.
Yeah, I think so too. I genuinely think the idea that you have in there is really, really fun. You brought this up because of the wins that Barcelona was experiencing, but do you think this would go into your actual routine? Because I genuinely think the stuff in here is such a fun idea.
I've used that. The times I've done it before, it's always been linked to me being Latino. You know, coming from an earthquake land, because I'm always surprised that here in Europe you have no idea what an earthquake is, like a real one, or maybe in Italy, or I guess, but not really, you know. And it makes you, I think you develop different if you're afraid of, you know, like I always get scared when there's a huge truck passing by and everything trembles. I'm like, oh shit, is it? And then everyone else is cool here, you know. So you grow up different if you're used to earthquakes. So that was the idea. If in my actual hour I can, maybe in the Latino section, I can squeeze some hurricane over there, you know, hurricane versus earthquake.
That is actually that is a very interesting. That's probably more interesting than just you talking about hurricanes and earthquakes in of themselves. Somehow, like it says something about the European way of life. Like in Peru with an earthquake, you're like, your life could be over in a second. That's what it's like to live in Peru. Gone. In Europe, you've 4 days notice. You know, there's a lot
that's
of
true.
fun.
it's not only cholera, it's not only violence, it's also earthquakes. You know, it's like earthquakes said like, oh no, let's not go to Europe. They have nice buildings over there. You know, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why.
Something I
Maybe
would say.
maybe that's why we dance better than you. You know, because earthquakes. I don't know, something like that. Chris, what were you saying? Sorry.
I think I was going to say something that one sort of feedback and stuff. One thing that, and this is something that Colman's talked about the last couple of times as well, is that you kept it all it was all at this very high rhythm. There wasn't much. I think some bits could have slowed down a bit.
Yeah.
It was all very. Partly because you were stressed trying to get it out.
Yeah.
So your mind was going very quick.
Yeah,
I think,
you're right.
It could be fun to have some different energies.
You should almost try and challenge yourself specifically, but like I am going to slow down the fuck for this 15 or 20 seconds in different moments. I think you're right, Chris.
You are both absolutely right. I'm trying to. I know I've done it, but it will be a challenge, Coleman. You've used the right word because I don't know. Next one, I'm going to try to say there's a lot of text, and I always feel like I'm running. That's my normal energy, basically. So I have to make an effort to like just be cool, you know, and maybe have a cigarette and talk slowly, you know, like hip instead of a fucking nervous breakdown. But I think.
And also, this is a long rant. You're doing like 5 minutes about hurricanes. So I think at some point as well, it could be fun for you to admit that you're going on a long time about this. So,
That's true. I think that happened when I did the Neanderthals. There was this lady that just started laughing super hard because it was, I think, the fourth time I said, I fucking love Neanderthals in 4 minutes. Someone just like have a huge laugh because I was again with the Neanderthals. So I think there's that plus, but you cannot do that every time. So of course I can go slower, I guess.
It was going slow, but it's also that. But acknowledging that, you haven't stopped yet. You haven't finished. There's more to say about hurricanes. It's fun, I think. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop sharing, guys.
Yeah, no.
That's fine.
This is my first time watching, so I'm only getting notes from watching it now, so I do apologize. But the two things, or the one thing for me as I watched it back, I feel like. And I think this is actually because, let's say, you're kind of trying to go through all the ideas at once, or you're trying to okay, I on top of this, because I can see it in any time any of us do the public episodes. We're trying to just throw out all of the stuff. It's not really as refined as it is in.
I talk about this in the last episode, so I have to say it now. You know, like you want to get everything in there.
Exactly. You're like, I got to bring this up but I found it difficult. In just that set specifically, to follow the premise that, like when you actually explained it here on the call, being like, well, you added the detail of coming from South America. In South America, there's earthquakes can kill you instantly. Here in Europe, you've hurricanes that they put on the news for 4 days. Like, I feel like when I was watching the thing, I don't know why. No, maybe my brain is tired, but I feel like it took me. The penny dropped when you were already 40 seconds into the bit, if that makes sense. I was like, oh, wait, he's on about... And for some reason, because we compared, and then tornadoes came in, my mind was like, wait, what? Like, I think whatever way it needs to happen, needs to feel like some separation, some clear separation of the two things. Now, maybe that's just because my brain is tired.
No. That makes a lot of sense. I was a little bit all over the place, I gotta admit. Like, I thought I was going to remember better, but then I screwed something at the beginning, and then everything started crumbling down.
Yeah. I think, and there's a line at the beginning that didn't get the laugh it deserves. And I think if you make sure that hits, the whole thing falls in place. And that is the line of just go somewhere else.
Yeah. That actually...
Which for me...
That is a good line.
That's the funniest bit. It didn't land, and I think if you make sure that's landed, then the whole thing falls into place a bit more.
I didn't use that ever before. That came up talking with you guys on the live episode. The Colman said, "Oh, you should say that." So and I agreed that should be at the beginning.
I'm glad that I found that as hilarious.
You said it in the set, but it didn't land.
Yeah,
and then you kind of moved on. But that deserves to land because for me, that's the funnest line.
Just go somewhere else.
Just go somewhere else.
I think, it should be slower. And I think I was counting on that. I was counting on everybody to laugh the way you both laugh and they didn't. So I guess...
You could act out the tornado after that line. Just go somewhere else. Or just blow into the microphone as you move across stage a little bit or something to try and hit the visual idea of it, maybe. To the audience.
Yeah. That's a good point. I don't know how to do it, but I'm guessing there's gonna be a good physical impersonation of a tornado. You know.
Have you ever done? Would you be willing to challenge? I mean, if you're game, that next time for the next public one, you do this material again, but no notes, no script. You're just going to go on stage and talk and just be like, I'm just going to talk about my feelings about tornadoes hurricanes and earthquakes. And just, I don't know how it would go, but it might be an interesting little experiment to let go a little bit and be like, well, fuck it.
I tell you what, Colman, I'm going to do exactly that on Friday. It's going to be hard for me not to fucking study before and write it down. But with this text, I think I can pull that out. So as an experiment, I'm going to pick that ball from my court and I'm going to do that. I'm going to get a show on Friday. I'm going to do exactly that. I'm not going to... I know the beats. And Space Cowboy. So...
Space Cowboy. Because you are like you are very witty in like, you know what I mean, and you're very sharp. So I think I'm looking forward to seing that then.
All right, let's see how it goes on Friday then.
Wait, Space Cowboy.
Also, you got the tornado bit. The fact I have to comment because it's always it happens so often, and it's like a comedian's curse. But the mistake always gets the biggest laugh.
Oh, the tornado. Yeah, I've been talking about hurricanes.
When she answered tornado, it was just like, oh, that's so good.
I've been talking about hurricanes for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and he's like, what, Dorothy? A tornado? Well, fuck off. You know, it's just a hurricane. That was fun.
But to just be fact-checked like that was so fun, and you dealt with it so well, you were like, yeah, okay, whatever. So I think that's so funny that if you can find a way to make some sort of organic, make that happen organically somehow. Maybe that is hilarious when it's.
I can take a chance. I can take a chance with the crowd and always ask someone in the crowd, "What take or Dorothy?"
Or you could be like, okay, it shows how much you know because it's a tornado. It's not even a hurricane. I mean, you could do something like that. If they don't correct you, you can correct yourself almost.
Yeah, so if they say tornado, amazing. If they don't, I will say, no, it was a tornado, even a crappier hurricane, something like that. Yeah, I get it.
I don't know. I think if, unless you know where you're going to go with the tornado, I think I would be like, and a fucking hurricane took Dorothy. I don't know if I would try and almost try and run through that, like, because because I don't know, unless you know exactly where you're going to take by having them say that. I know it gets a laugh, but the problem with that laugh, I feel, is like it might undermine the argument he's making. So if it was me, unless it's going to somehow complement the argument, because once that laugh happens, I feel like they're like, or at the very least then after that, it feels like, oh, he's enjoying talking about this as opposed to, this is something I really think. So does that make sense? It's
they're it's like they are cutting the illusion of my argument. There's no longer about hurricanes and
exactly.
They can see the stitches. They can see the stitches.
Exactly. So it's like or at least for me, it's like if you took a Louis C.K. bit and someone shouted out something that undermined his argument, it would be like, yes, it might have gotten a laugh, but now Louis is like, great. Then now the other 90 seconds I have on this there's no tension anymore, kind of. Something has been lost. So I would only introduce tornado if you're like, I know how I can use that and how it's going to weave in. Now maybe you want to play with it and keep having it come out, and eventually it will organically weave in. Like you'll think of something on the moment, but otherwise I would just like run through that and be like, and a hurricane took Dorothy anyway. Like just sort of open that window.
I can try and see what happens. I get what you're saying, Colman. I don't think this specific bit is one that I don't ruin this deep take.
Yeah.
I do care about that. I get what you're saying. maybe I can go after that laugh, but I want to have it under control. I want to know, okay, if you say this, what can I say to make it gain, and not distract?
Yeah, I mean, I think, but for me, the thing is, they're just, for you, they're just winds. Whether you want to call it a hurricane or tornado, it's not an earthquake. I think it would be the attitude you could have, you know what I mean?
Actually, yeah, that would work.
And I like the idea of rating.
Making these shitty Europeans making their distinctions between hurricanes and tornadoes. It's just a bit windy.
You could even go further. Sorry, Chris, I didn't mean because there was also the film Twister and the second film Twisters. What film has been made out of an earthquake? Like there's not even good movies out of earthquakes, but there's been plenty of good.
I think there's a couple, but another interesting thing, there are some Americans make them because in Los Angeles or whatever. Maybe these films don't make it to Europe because nobody's gonna relate, But there are a few, just like Hurricanes and Twisters.
Wait, what are some of the earthquake movies?
Earthquake 1, earthquake again. Just like Twisters, earthquake.
The quake.
Oh fuck, we ran out of time. Shit.
Yeah. This is going. So what? Like same link, right?
Okay, yeah. So yeah, no, I mean, honestly,
when
it's
we
a
come
great
back
set.
in, we'll jump into Chris.
Yes, we will jump into Chris when we come back.
But I really enjoyed that. It was a great set. Okay.
Thank you for your feedback.
See
you in a bit.
There you go.
Okay, Chris, you want to jump into your what did you come on, what have you done this time?
Let's get into my bit. So yeah, I've got a couple of things maybe. So I've got a couple of things. I've got a very quick video of what I filmed from last time.
I'm guessing I'm going to have to share my screen again, right? Or this is you, Chris? Sorry.
Or give me permission to share.
Okay, give you permission to share. Okay.
Let's see if I can share my screen.
You can share your screen.
I may have it, to be honest. I don't know.
I give you permission.
Thank you. I need to share sound.
I give you permission.
Share sound.
I verbally
agree. Okay, there we go, Chris. Thank God.
Okay, this is a bit of a mind thing now. I'm getting a bit confused with what I'm sharing here. Okay, so let's watch a video. Okay, so first, this is a bit weird what I'm showing here. Let's see. I can't see the top of the screen now. To find out.
Is this the man gives children temporary tattoos, is it?
Yeah, well, I'm going to first. We'll look at that later. First, I'll show a video of the set I did about the helmets.
Okay. Oh, yeah, sweet. Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah, right.
Let me find it.
Colman, do you have the timer?
Where's the video gone?
I have the timer ticking away there. Or do you want me to reset it? I'll reset it there, I think, will I? I mean, it's only more of a guide, but but it's ticking away.
Okay, don't worry. So this is the set, about the helmet, the guy who wore the dead people on his helmet. That's a really crass way of describing it, so I apologise. Guy who wore the dead people on his helmet. Sorry to Ukraine, but yes, the guy who had the tribute to the Ukrainian people who died on his helmet and wasn't allowed to compete in the Olympics. So this is a bit I did. It's a bit political. Get a bit political here. Anyway, have you all heard about the Ukrainian skeleton man? Not a skeleton man. Not a man who's. It's the Winter Olympics. Okay, it's a skeleton. They're going down the ice. I think skeletons is when you lie backwards. I don't know. Anyway, but he does that. He was banned. Anyway, he didn't do it. Is the point, because he was banned. Did we hear about this? He's been banned. The Ukrainian athlete was banned from the Winter Olympics because he wanted to wear what they decided was political propaganda on his helmet. You can't put political propaganda on your helmets and things. You can only have colours or flags, because flags are not political. Obviously, nothing political about flags. Just ask the USA. he had pictures of people that died in the war. He wanted to put pictures of people. He had pictures of people who died on the war in his helmet, and they said that he couldn't have it because that would be political, and the Olympic Committee has to be impartial and no politics to protect its athletes, not protect them from war, obviously, just from thinking about war. They just mustn't think about war. That's what they mustn't do, or suggest it happens. So he had this helmet, and but they're impartial. The point is they're impartial. So if a Russian athlete wanted to do that, hang on. They don't have Russian athletes anymore, do they? So, but they're impartial. That's the main thing. They're impartial. They don't get into politics. You can have on your helmet. You can have like advertising on your helmet. So I realised that instead of having to take the pictures of these people off his helmet, if he had just drawn them holding a Coca-Cola can, he probably could have kept them on. It'd have been fine. It'd be like, yeah, he would have got away with it. But no, anyway.
Do you know what? I think actually, if you took that set and edited it with, or at least maybe take the last 30 or 40 seconds of it or whatever, or take some chunk of it, and rather than you delivering on stage as stand-up, but if you took the audio of it and edited it with visuals of what you're talking about, I reckon that video would go fucking bananas viral. Like, I think that's definitely, for this public episode, you should, like, forget about showing the comedy, forget about showing us reacting to it, but just take that set, take 40 seconds and just show, because I can't believe the reaction, the tepid reaction that got in the room. I think that is so much better than the reaction it got. And I think all that's missing is maybe we've actually seen the visual of the helmet and we know the jokes that you're making. And maybe the audience is like, wait, like that's the only, because I think that was great. I thought that was great.
I agree with Colman.
I think it's quite clever, the stuff. I
agree with Colman. I can see it like as an audio and also like 40 seconds, a good edit, and just visuals of the Cortina de Milano, of the helmet. And yeah, I can see what Colman's saying. In regard to that, I think you were like, at the beginning, I laughed at some point because it looked like you were being specifically nebulous, you know, like, have you seen this skeleton man going down? When they call it skeleton, they go down like this. But it was like, is he making this up? Is this like actual news? And when you get to the helmet, I'm done trying to decipher it. You know, I think you're just making a bit. Like, you're making it really complicated to follow. And then the helmet, if you haven't seen the image, which is not a popular one, I'm already not trying. The skeleton man going down. I'm not following. This is not going to be. I shouldn't be paying attention to the details, you know. And then when you talk to the helmet, I guess that's why the tepid response. I think it's 2 minutes.
Point, actually.
2 minutes 15. If it's 40 seconds, it's 2 minutes 15. 40 seconds of the nutshell. That will be a great video, you know.
And I think I think Mauricio's right. Actually, yeah, you're right. Like the talking about the skeleton man. Who cares? No one gives a shit.
I went for me. That was an easy. I thought, okay, if I'll say that's an easy laugh at the beginning. I thought at least they're gonna laugh at the joke. Not a skeleton man.
It worked. I laughed because but it takes the seriousness of the actual real political news, you know.
Yeah, I mean it's true. I didn't start talking about it really until 40 seconds in. You know.
Yeah.
So, I could cut that definitely. Yeah, because it's true. I do think it wasn't a big room. It was a smaller crowd again. So it's.
Chris, do you want to try for socials what Colman is suggesting? Like make a quick video on CapCut with different images.
Yeah.
I think if you I think that could go gangbusters. I don't know because. Like I think people would be commenting on it, and I know if you're happy being hated and loved and despised and admired all at once, because I think But I think that last 40 seconds as well is specifically and there's a weird moment as well where you almost sounded pro-Russian, but I think that's almost even better for the video because you were saying they're what did you say? They're neutral, but you didn't use the word neutral. They're
impartial. I think I said something like that.
Impartial. But there's if you had Russian athletes, but there is no Russian athletes. So in that moment, it almost sounded like the point you're trying to make is like, where are the Russian athletes?
And you know what?
I think,
sorry, Colman, go ahead.
the only last thing I would say is, I think if you were doing that again, and I don't know if you are, is I would not. There's something about when you say, "Have you heard about this?" I'm like, no, don't say that, Chris. I hate. For some reason, I'm like, it feels cheap. I feel like you're cheapening your material when you ask, "Have you heard about this?" I don't know why. There's something about it. I'm like, but this is me. I would rather you be like, I was watching the Olympics and there was this guy got banned today. Like, almost just bring us in. There's something about, did you hear about this? I'm like,
I think that's an interesting point. I think I don't know. I don't feel that way, Colman, but I think I understand what you do. I think like when you in TV or in movies, when you do the stereotypical hacky stand-up comedian, it's always like, hey, have you heard about this? Have you heard about that? Hey, did you see the news? And I think,
Seinfeld, it's Seinfeld,
yes,
yeah.
When you're imitating, like I think that's the thing. I don't get the problem, but I think that's the issue, and I try to avoid it. Actually, I try to avoid it too.
You're exactly right, though. Sorry, go on.
After that, also, Chris, I was going back to the video. I think Colman has a very good point. It would work, but I think you should use that audio. You should try to make that audio work. I'm afraid that if you try to record yourself speaking in 40 seconds, you're going to ruin it. It's going to be cut. It's going to be cut.
Use that audio. I totally agree. Use that. That works. But just on a separate point about have you heard about this? I'm like, don't stop. Stop it. I'm like, you're so much better than that. There's something. Yeah.
Interesting takes. We have interesting takes.
Interesting. Have you noticed?
Well, do you know what? I have done it on occasion, and every time I do it and I watch it back. But Mauricio, you're exactly right as to the reason why I don't like it. It's because it's a cliche now almost. It's like, do you ever watch a film and the film has some, like, I like films now when they, like now, they surprise you in a type of scene where you're like, you're expecting it to do this because that's what every other film does, and here they're like, now we're going to trick you. You're like, oh, cool, interesting. Where are we going? And there's something about like, have you heard about this? I'm like, yeah.
How you say? Just a second.
Mauricio's flipping out by something here. Yeah.
Who's flipping out?
I don't know. Mauricio looks like he's desperate to say something here.
Yes, maybe this is just me. Can you say the word film, Colman?
I knew that was what.
Did you know that's what he was? Okay, fine. Let me just say it.
I know Mauricio too well. I could see his face going.
I don't know.
He's getting excited about how Colman is saying film.
Film. Why? Why is that an Irish thing?
It's like FILUM. Film. Is my
this the way
girlfriend. Well, go on.
Is this the way you say it in Ireland? Is this a Colman thing?
Yeah.
This is the first time I've heard
it.
Okay, it's an Irish thing. Okay.
My girlfriend takes the piss out of me. I'll be like, are you going? So like, and she's like, are you going? Like, I'm like, is that how we say it? Yeah. So yeah, it's an Irish thing. Well,
that was so much fun. Just seeing Mauricio's face there, because I saw his face. I thought he's desperate to say film. He's desperate to talk about film.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it on my Irish accent. So, have you seen the film?
There you go.
Okay. So that was the video. Yeah, no, I mean, I'll try it. So yeah, that'll be my thing. This week I'll try and get that edited with a bit of a clip from the news, cut the sound of the news, and have me talking over the top of it and stuff.
I don't know how you feel you should do it, but yeah, I can see also with the images. I see the Marlboro Man, on a can of Coke, like go all over the place. It doesn't have to
Ask
be just the Olympics.
ChatGPT to do you could get ChatGPT to do the can of Coke, like to create that image, like, or something. Yeah.
Interesting. And if it works, maybe that's another thing we can look.
Also,
that kind of, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Also, Chris, I think one of the reasons as well why have you heard about this or that entrance into the material, I think as well, the material itself, I think you're kind of poking a fun point or poking a fun hole in the you know what I mean? And when you say have you heard about this, it almost also deflates the tension or something of something that is quite serious. And I think the fact that you brought it up serious a little bit, like in future, like it might add tension that you could then deflate with a joke, while there's something, I don't know, but maybe I'm being pedantic about it, but because it feels too light-hearted as well, or something maybe in comedy. But I mean, it feels too.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
Yeah. Because have you heard about this? Feels like what you'd say about like my cousin is pregnant, you know.
That's a good point, Colman. Again, just like I run too much, and I have to work against that. I have to say I've never seen Chris go serious. You know, like, oh, this is an important subject. I've never seen that with Chris. Maybe something you can try. You know, like on a serious note. Not say that, of course, but I've never seen you like with some like level of gravitas. You know, that you can later destroy, but. Interesting.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, no, I'll give it a go. I'll give that a go. If I may do the bit again, we'll see if it fits. If it fits in. But I'll definitely cut the video and create a reel. Will be fun.
But I love the material. Like I genuinely think that's really fun. That's really actually both of your materials is really fun. But I think I think just the image, I think if you're doing it again, there we hit 15 minutes there of that. If you were doing it again as well, only because I'm trying to remember the very last line about how you describe it. If they're holding a can of Coke, I think you could almost have fun. I don't know if it's possible, but you could have fun describing exactly what the advertisement would be like in detail. Like they're firing over the line with a can of Coke in one hand. I don't know, like. Rather than kind of briefing over it, you could like try and make it come to life in the audience's mind. You know, Ukrainian flag, you know, draped in a Ukrainian flag, drinking a can of Coke, getting shot in the head.
Oh.
Not that, obviously. but I think you know.
Okay.
I do have I do have a question. Unrelated to either your material, but I'm wondering, have I told you this? There's a guy called Comedy Without Errors on YouTube.
You mentioned it to me. I think I write it down. I haven't seen it yet.
You should watch it. He does a deep dive on Louis C.K. He has done about 4 hours. I tell you what, watch 5 minutes of the first one, and if it's not for you, it's not for you. But just seeing as how we're all big Louis fans, it is a fascinating.
Okay.
It's the most critical I've seen someone be of Louis, while also kind of backing up their critique in sort of actually maybe it's not the most critical. Maybe it's the one I've listened to the most, you know. But I don't know because
he doesn't like it, or he's critical but a fan.
Well, I think the reason that the thing hits is because he opens up for the first 10 minutes of part one, describing how much he loved Louis, why he loved him, and his attitude to the allegations. I don't know if allegations or just the actual things that came out about Louis. And it's weird, in those opening 10 minutes as he talks about them, I'm like, yeah, I think I feel like that. Like, I think those are the things I thought. So then you're like, shit, this guy thought like I did. Or like, you know, like, he just covers it. So he sets up, so you feel like, oh shit. So he was and then he tells you, like, because I'll just give you one thing of it. But he's on about, let's say, when the New York Times article came out, he goes, I didn't even read the article for a while. I just read the headline, and then I heard this other headline, and he he read the article, and then I was like, shit, I've never actually read the article either, and like, which is so.
Yeah.
But
okay.
but it's very visually engaging. But I would thoroughly recommend it. Comedy Without Errors, the Louis C.K. Like it's doing really good numbers, but it is. I think you find it very, very interesting.
Right, interesting.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'll give it a look.
Okay, well, I don't know how we're doing for time on this episode. I don't know.
Coleman, you have some stuff, or you've been too busy?
I don't have anything. I don't need to be throwing it at you now if I had it. I don't really have anything. I think for this episode, we'll count me out. I'm sorry to the listener, but I hope you're happy with Chris and Mauricio.
That's okay, of course. I think I've done it once also that I didn't present anything. I'm thinking like for future episodes, like a playful thing for the listeners and the watchers. If for some reason you don't get a public, I don't know, you have to tell a joke, do a little dance, we have to get something, like 30 seconds.
I think that's good. The only problem is I know, because I'm in Ireland doing workshops, I don't know if I can get a single gig in, but I'm happy to do some,
you're
forfeit.
right.
I'm happy to do a forfeit. No. I think, if anything, it will almost force me to wherever I am. So no, I think a forfeit is a good idea, and I'm happy to.
That way the people get something, Okay, Colman didn't bring anything. Okay, what a little dance, the Macarena, a poem.
People comment. So what should the forfeit be? Yes, okay. For those people who are watching, comment what the forfeit should. Actually, we should probably ask people to comment on every fucking episode. We should have a question for them. Ooh. Actually, fucking Dennis. Sorry, I know I'm going off. I was chatting to Dennis. That's what Dennis said. He goes, sometimes he'd hear us go over each other's material,
and he'd
hear us like miss. He goes, you're talking about something, and we missed a possible joke that someone could do in their material. He goes, you should ask people to comment. Hey, what have we missed? Tell us,
Nice. Yeah.
So if anyone's watching this, and we should open up that and say that at the top of the episode. If we're going to go over each other's material, if we have something we missed, comment. But anyway, for this, people should comment as possible suggestions of a forfeit if someone shows up and they have nothing done since the previous week.
Okay, and you have to do it the next episode then, when we have some comments, I guess.
For the next episode,
Different forfeit each time. Yeah. If you don't have it done by the next episode, you have to do this. It's like, okay, well,
I think people will suggest the most disgusting things between us, the three of us, but let's just get them. Yeah.
It has to be legal, and we can't kill someone.
And it has to be legal, and it has to be tasteful. Like a porno movie, I don't know. Tasteful.
Tasteful. I think you're limiting people there.
Okay. No nudity, I guess. Well, we'll figure out what the people say. Let's see how far this is gonna become OnlyFans, I guess. But let's see how far are we willing to go.
Okay. We leave you go there and we come back on for the Patreon.
I think we should do that.
Okay. Right. Well, yeah. So let's do a little outro. Let's say goodbye to our listeners.
Oh yes.
So that's been it. That's been our public episode this week. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you're enjoying it, get on to Patreon. Get onto Patreon where you can see us talk about our own material. Okay, so that's where we do the same thing basically. Look at bits, videos, take little bits from our scripts.
We do the same thing. It's pretty much the same thing. No, it's better.
It's our material.
Better.
It's our personal material. It's heartfelt. It means something to us. It's not just things. It's not just helmets and things like that. Okay, so yeah, get on Patreon. Follow us. There's only a few of the cheap places left on Patreon. So get in early.
Yeah.
And thank you very much for coming, Colman, Mauricio. See you again soon.
Thank you very much.
Good night. Goodbye.
See you soon.